What is up, guys? My name is Andrew. Welcome back to Factorio episode number 14. Today we're continuing with our trains. Or not continuing, we're actually starting with our trains. We've been wanting to start with our trains for a long time, but it took a while to get all the materials set up, to get whatever this stuff is, steel, set up and everything. What's going on? Okay, our turrets are under attack. That's not good. So, you know what? That's really bad, actually. They're just wiping them out. They're just killing all of our turrets. So, you know what we might need to do? Instead of doing... I want to do trades so bad, but it looks like we have something we have to deal with first. And when you got to do something first, you got to do something first. So let's go ahead and make a lot of turrets. We're essentially going to make a huge turret wall right there. It's not going to take that long. No worries. Ooh. Ooh. You don't have very much iron to work with, do you? Yeah, we'll take all of it. Why not? Okay, so that's a problem. And why is that problem being caused? Not from energy, I'll tell you that. Alright, well, let's go down there, and let's see what we can do. The humanitarian aid help is coming. I actually find it kind of funny, because we are not the humanitarian people. We're the bad people on this planet, technically. We've come and spoiled their whole planet, and just set up factories. Could you imagine if you had this beautiful planet, and someone came up and set up factories where your planet was? That'd be horrible. Let's get back down here. Where's our turret line? You destroy this one. You destroyed this one. Okay. So this is what you guys have decided to attack. No worries. We have plenty of turrets now. So boom, 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 boom. Put another one. That's a bit forward turret right there. We'll put one behind as like a safeguard one. Same. Put another one right there. And we'll throw one right there. How about that? Let's give you guys each... I don't want to give you 200. That's a lot. I'll give you guys 100. How about that? 200. Alright, we'll repair this one. And I think I may have given one of these 200. Just off the top of my head. Nope. I gave them all 100. Awesome. So you guys should be full on turrets, and you guys should be ready to defend the motherland. Or the fatherland. I don't know. I don't know which land this is. Let's put a couple more for our turret wall here. We do not want them getting through, so I'm definitely happy with plenty of turrets. And that's fine. And if we get walls as well, which currently we don't have the materials for, we can place walls in front as well, and that'll make it a little bit stronger. So, but this is fine right now. I don't think they'll be getting through this wall of defense. Maybe they will. Who knows? Okay. Looks like we have more turrets we need to go in place. Can I make a couple more? Make a couple more. We're going to have to light this place up with turrets. This is crazy. Now, the alternative, of course, is we can go and deal with these bases. But the problem is, that's huge. That's a really big base. That's a really big base. That's a small base. But we're not only being attacked by this. We're being attacked by all of these. So I cannot currently, with my current weapons and ammunition, destroy these bases. We need either piercing armor, piercing ammo. We need some form of armor. We need laser turrets. Something. We need something better than what we have currently. So... let's add a couple turrets here. 3 and 4. You guys should all be able to cover each other's flanks, which is awesome. That's one thing I always look for in a turret setup. They should be able to cover each other's flanks. And you're going to need that. And I'll give you a little bit more because you only have 30. There we go. So that should be good for those. There's our car hiding in the bush. Finally, can we go and set up trains? I think we can. That should be good. That's a pretty strong line. There's a little weak point right here, but I don't think they'll be going through there. They could, but we'll see. That's going to come back to bite me, I bet. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry. All right, so today, 5 minutes in, we are going to go and set up some trains. And the first thing I want to do with trains is I want to go ahead and get some iron. Or should I get coal? Well, let's see what's the easiest. Let's take a look at our map. What's the easiest thing to get? We're still driving. We got plenty of coal up here. Plenty of coal over there. Some coal. We got plenty of coal over there. And plenty of iron as well. But that's dangerous right there. So I don't really want to go get that quite yet. I think we might go for this coal and see if there's anything around it. And if there's not, that's a really good place to set up a train. Now, as far as our train goes, where do we want it to go? Now, trains typically, in this game, you can either set up trains any way you want. That's the beauty of Factorio. You can do whatever you want, but the best way to set up trains, there's a little bit of coal on those islands, is to do a straight line vertically or horizontally. Those are the most efficient ways to set up trains. Now, you can also set up trains in wacky little crazy stuff, and we might do that in some places, but for the most part, we'll be going straight up and straight across. So what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to have a train line running from here up like this, and it'll cut through there. And then we'll have it going horizontally this way. And then we'll have it go up as well, horizontally this way, so we can get all these materials that we need to get. And we're going to start with coal, because I think that's what we lack quite a bit of here, is coal. Coal and iron are our big main problems currently. So we'll start with coal, and then we'll work our way towards iron once we need it. So let's go back up to our stuff. We should have plenty of those materials. Actually, you know what? We need to also research these right here. Automated rail transportation that allows for train stops. Boom. Let's get that. So while that's getting, we're gonna go ahead and grab. How's our inventory looking? Not that bad. So we'll go ahead and grab all those. We'll place rails as one of our things. And let's see what else we want. We want some locomotives. We'll get 5. That's fine. We'll get some train carts. Yeah, that's probably fine. And that should be all we need right now. We don't need pumps yet because those are with fluid handling. We haven't even touched the surface of fluid handling. Oh my god, fluid handling is crazy. What are you lacking? Iron. So iron is our main problem right now. But what is the problem with our iron is the question. You've got plenty of iron. So you're making the iron. The only problem, well, you're not. Yeah, the only problem is that while you're making the iron, we need more of these set up. So we'll have to do that a little bit later. But for now, we're going to get these rails. Because I've been wanting to do rails for so long, and finally we have the stuff that we need to do it. So we wanted to do rails out right about here, right? Yeah. So I'll have right about there. Rail. Just putting it there so I know how far we want to go out here. So right there, that red little dot is our rails. So we'll start here with a little bit of rail. A little bit of rail. Rails are easy. Just go straight out like this. Now the thing with rails is that this is a train track. We can all agree, right? Yes. So that's the train track. Now, okay, we got that. Let's get the next one as well, which is going to be signaling. I'll explain all about signaling. Signaling, a lot of people don't understand. And there are really good tutorials on it, but I'll explain it as well. So you have a train going this way, right? Let's pretend. Well, what if you want a train going this way? So one going down and one going up at the same time. Well, these are going to collide with each other. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to have a train going down like that, and then we're going to have another track going up. So we'll have a down track and an up track, pretty much. So that's how I like to do things, having one track or having two tracks. When you have just one track for both trains, you have to do crazy stuff like this, having like separator tracks, and it just becomes a pain in the butt. It becomes very hard to do signals with, whereas when you have tracks like this, signaling is super easy. So no worries. Let's put some trains on here. Now, if you're new to trains, once you stick a train on there and stick some fuel in that baby, you can hop in and drive around very fast. Trains are awesome. You can't derail yourself though. Don't worry about that. So we got our train stuff set up. Let's go ahead and we'll go up this way. So we're just going to bring it up pretty far. I don't know if aliens like to attack train tracks, actually. That would probably be something to know. 1, 2, 3. I like to have a separation of 3 slots in between the train tracks. And once we connect this, we'll be good for that. Now, all this is right now is it's literally just enough room to go forward. That's all you can do. But what we'll do is we'll also have a horizontal track starting right about here, I believe, and it'll go that way. So do we have enough train tracks to go ahead and do that? I think we do. So we'll start with this side since this is going up. So we'll say you're going up, now you're gonna go this way. Oh no, that's a little bit too far because it's cutting into the copper, and we do not want to do that. So let's start it right about maybe right here. Going over that way, and if you're, let's see, 1, 2. Well, we'll go out a little bit. Now, if you're here, 1, 2, 3. Then you're gonna want to go into there. No, you're gonna want to go that way, right? Or the other alternative is, if you're on this track, is wait, hang on. I'm thinking about this wrong. Give me a second. Okay, so this is the track. So you're coming this way. Now you're gonna be going this way. So this is gonna be the top track then. So we need a track on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, there. And this track is going to be the one by which you can go down to get onto this track. Okay, awesome. Now that we've got everything handled, we also need to be able to do this. So if you're coming down, you should be able to get onto that track. And it takes a little bit of trial and error sometimes to try and get these right, but there we go. That's awesome. And we're also going to need one to be going up this way. Now, we don't have enough rails, but what this would essentially do is allow you to get from this track back onto this track. And that's how you make the junction. Now, I think, if I go to my blueprints, I think I have a blueprint for all these. Yeah, so I've got a blueprint for all these already made. So I might just end up using the blueprints when I need to. And I've also got a rail turn as well. So we might end up using some of those in the future. So let's hop on our train and we'll go back. We'll go backwards. Just because trains are super, super fast. Woohoo! Oh my god, our car was in the way. Oh my god. I applied the brakes and it didn't do too much damage. Awesome. We need to go and get more rails. And in fact, our rail creation is hindered a little bit by our iron. So we might just go ahead and set up the iron as well. See over here. Let's see how many. If we have a bunch of rails, we'll be good. But otherwise, that's a decent amount. That'll get us some places. Do we have any rail? Do we have any train stations? No, we don't have train stations either. But we're gonna. You know what we're gonna do? How about this? In this episode, what we'll do is, since we did start rails a little bit, we've done a little bit. I've explained a little bit of how rails go, and we've got kind of our baseline for rails. Next episode, we'll do a lot more with rails. I think what we're going to do for now is we're going to set up signals, and we'll also set up train stations here. So let's go ahead and do that. How do you make an assembling machine, actually? You need this. You know what? Let's also set up automation for assembling machines. 1, 2. Just because we're going to need them quite a bit. It's very good to have assembling machines automated. So we'll do one assembling machine here. That's going to be doing this one. And then we'll do another one right here. That's going to be doing this one. So you're going to require all these materials, basically. And you're going to require all these materials plus that. So it's really easy to do. You're going to require boom, boom, and a long-handed. Boom, and you're going to require the same exact thing. So just like that. And we'll export that right there. Let's get a couple of these babies. Iron chests. All right, let's connect everything up. That should be good. And let's just move everything forward as well. Do we have any yellow belts that we want to get rid of? We have a couple. Now we can use these red ones. And if it bothers you that I'm using red and yellow belts kind of interchangeably here, it doesn't really affect that much using them differently. So now that that's making it, it's going to take a while since we're still short on iron, but it will eventually, we will eventually have plenty of these things. So don't worry about that. For now, we have one though. Okay, so we wanted to create rail stations. Rail stations require iron. Do we have? Yeah, we do have these over here. Okay, so let's do rail stations right there. Do we already have iron? This is already iron, right? So let's do iron this way. We'll do... What else do you need? Let's just throw it in here, actually. Rail station. You require electronic circuits and steel. Okay. That can be arranged. So can we make one of these, actually? Yeah, let's make that and put it right about here. This is going to be a little crazy. And we'll do this. So that'll get our steel. That'll get our iron. And then we're going to have one more long-handed, which will get our electronic circuits. And I hope you don't need very many electronic circuits, right? 5. Okay, so that's good. That'll work. That'll do. So where are our electronic circuits? Right here. So we'll go straight under. And we can honestly come back up here. Oops, a little too far. Up there. And then we'll come back this way. Yeah. Awesome. So that's everything that we need for a rail station, and you should be set to produce that. So put it right there, and we'll be good. Okay, so that's rail station. What do we need for these little things? Rail signals and chain rail signals. It's the same exact thing required. So actually, you know what? Just go this way. Because these are the only things that are required for those two. So let's go over here and see if we have any more of these. No, iron is doing real bad. We need to solve that problem pronto, don't we? Okay. Well, we will. Don't worry. What are we lacking in our inventory? Iron. We're lacking iron as well. Why is there's no... Oh, because you're eating it all up. Okay, honestly, I only want 2 stacks of that. We don't need that many, bro. You're fine. That's what's eating all our iron. So this should now be able to create a couple more of those, and we'll be able to get our stuff in a second. So let's just wait a second, and that should produce one. What are you lacking? Iron? There we go. There's one. Now we just need one more as well. So there's one. You'll be making rail signals, and then the next one will be making the other ones. So I have a long-handed, and I need a... We can probably just get a normal one, because what do you require? Hey, you require 5. We'll get a fast one. Put one right there, and then we'll prepare for this one as well. So that and this. And that should be set. Let's go get this one other thing. And you'll be making chain rail signals. And once again, I'll explain how all of that works, since it is a little bit complicated for a lot of people. In fact, it took me a long time to understand how that stuff worked as well. So let's make steel chests for this one, since we need 2, and we only have enough iron for a couple. We'll get 2 stacks of that, 2 stacks of this, and we're set. Okay, so now let's go and set up our iron. We need to go and fix this problem pronto, because that is our main issue with our base, is the iron. Look how lightly our iron is flowing. We need way more. So fixing iron won't be too difficult. Well, actually, you know what? It might be. Oh, it might be really difficult. I didn't think of this. We actually need another source of iron coming in, don't we? Oh no. Okay. I mean, we have that, but we need to train that in, don't we? Because it's so far. We have this. We have a little bit there. Oof, I don't know. Well, you know what? We have a couple of these. Not very many. We have that many. So we need to fix our iron, but the only problem is that we don't have any raw iron that we can bring in, really. That's raw iron. But that's for our steel. So the best thing we could do would be to train iron from there, wouldn't it? Okay, well, here's what we'll do. We'll set this up. How about this? Let's set this up. So real quick, let's just go through here and set up all this stuff here. And then we'll go and train some iron in, I think. Or maybe next episode we'll train some iron in. We'll find a way of getting iron trained in somehow. But I also have to keep in mind that we need more of these things. More. Do we have actually stone with us? Not enough. But we can essentially make one. Place these the right side. So this would be, what, our second iron one? Wow, we're really low on iron. That's what tends to happen, is if you just do one of these iron things at the start, eventually you'll run into a big issue where you just forget about iron for a long time, and then now you have to go and resolve some issues. So So here we go. We'll have one line right here. Should I... since we're using reds, we actually don't need that. We'll have another line right here. Whoa. And we'll have another line on this side, and then we'll get all that set up as well. Awesome. And so what I would ordinarily do is, if we had plenty of iron on this one, I would connect it here so that it could like surplus itself into this side as well. But we do not have plenty of iron, unfortunately. What we do have, though, is plenty of coal, which is nice. That's always a good thing to have. So there we go. And I think this is our coal, right? This is our coal one. So let's go ahead and put these in right there. And then you are coming in from that side. So we wanted to bring some of our coal in, right? So let's do that. Let's do like this. And we'll go under like that. And that should, oops, that's the wrong way actually. This way. And I need to turn you. There we go. So now we'll have coal going into these ones. And so that's, I mean, that's the coal for you. But we need to get the iron somehow, which I'm not sure how we'll do. Should we, I'm wondering if we should go ahead and set up a couple of these. I don't know. Well, right now what we need to do is we need to get these furnaces set up. So let's go and get some furnaces. And we're using normal furnaces for now. Steel furnaces we can set up, and we might do that. But for now, I think we'll just use normal ones, and we'll change it to steel a little bit later. I'm so glad we created that pathway, by the way. It saves so much time. All right, so I need a lot of you. Let's take all of you, actually, and make me all of those. Like, infinite number of those. And in fact, give me some of you as well. For a couple of reasons, actually. First, I want to make a couple of walls. And walls are made right somewhere. Where are walls made? Am I missing it? I know they're somewhere here. Walls. Do we not? Oh, okay, we do have walls. So we'll make a couple of walls as well. Like 100. And then yeah. So that'll be our inventory pretty much running constantly, nonstop. So, but look how fast they make. So it's all good. You know what? Let's do this as well. So page up, no, not page up, plus and minus on the numpad to do this, by the way. I did see someone asked in the comments how to do this to increase the size. Yeah, it's plus and minus on the numpad, so no worries there. Hop into our vessel, our vehicle. What is a vessel? Is a vessel a ship? Or can a vessel also be a car? I'm not sure. Because you always hear vessel in reference to a ship. Welcome to the mighty vessel that be Captain Jack Sparrow's ship. All right, we should have plenty of these. So let's just, these are easy. Remember, we just go down the line. Whee! And whee! The other way is not as easy. Whee! And one more. Boom! It is perfect. It just needs power. So power can be done with, we can just stick a power right here and a power right here, honestly. Power right there and a power right there. A power right there and a power right there. These little ghost images are a bit annoying for power. Can we connect it to this? I think we can. Anything unpowered? Nope, all is good. Awesome. So we'll just go through and delete these ghost images as well. And you know what? We have plenty of these. Let's do another line. Woohoo! And this as well. Do we still have plenty? Yeah, we still have plenty. Jeez. Yeah, we really made way more than we ever needed. So that'll be our next line that we'll do right there. And let's go and see how the rails are doing, because we do have a little bit of time left in this episode. I like to keep them at 30 minutes. Let's see if we can get a little bit of that rail work done before we cut it off here. Let me go ahead and get more of this stuff, because I think I'm running low. I always like to grab max amount of that stuff. And we'll grab a little bit more of the... Oops, sorry. Sorry, light. We'll grab a little bit of this stuff as well. So we're going to need a train station. Wow. Okay. No. 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 Make me 1 stack of that. Jesus. Thinks it's going to make all that. Alright, that's enough rail. That honestly... Yeah, let's do this. We have enough rail to get everything set up. Let's go ahead and set it up. So we'll find our rail. Here we go. We're at the start. And we'll just drive along this way. So we have enough rail. Oop, we need some grenades, it looks like, to set up this line. So, grenade. I always find that funny. That grenades are the best way of destroying trees. No tree choppers, just grenades. And it looks like we're going to need some grenades pretty soon as well, though. Alright, that's all the grenades that we have. Hopefully that doesn't run into that one. But we have plenty of rails, so let's get this going. So we're just going to go straight like this. And then once we find a place that we want to stop, like this right here is where we're going, the iron. There are a couple ways of going about doing this. 3 here. And I'll show you. I will show you the way how you do this once I set this up. Once I connect this right here. Awesome. Oh, let's actually finish this connection as well. Okay. I want you to connect right there. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Okay, so that's a full connection, because if you're going, this is the down track. If you're going down, you can get on this track right here, or you can go straight. If you're going up, you can get on this track right here, or you can go straight. Whereas if you're coming this way, you can get on this track up here, or you can get on this track over here, and all is good. So that's a perfect connection. Awesome. Let's go ahead and do the iron. So we don't really have to worry about signaling yet, since we don't have automated trains going up and down the area. If you only have 1 automated train on a line, you do not need to do signaling at all. But if you have more than 1 automated train, which we do plan on doing, then you do need to do signaling big time. So what we're going to do for this, we're going to do something a little bit weird. Actually, let me see what's up here. Stone as well. Okay, this kind of... Okay, so typically what I would do is I would do something like this, where I would kind of come out like this, and that would be the station right there. You'd get your stuff, and you'd get back on the line and do your thing. But what we're going to do here, instead of doing that, is we're going to make a whole nother one of those, what we just did over there. You saw it. So let's go to our blueprints. We're going to grab our rails, and we're going to do a rail split, and we're going to throw that into our inventory right there, because that's exactly what we want to do right about... Oh, does this blueprint go 4 out? Okay, so we can't use this blueprint, unfortunately. Okay, it's all good. We'll just do it manually again. So this is the rail that's going this way, and if you want to go this way, go. Let's get a little bit farther out actually. So if you want to go this way, boom, and then it goes up like that. And then here's the other rail. 1, 2, 3, 1. There you go. Coming this way, boom, you're on that track. Awesome. So that's all for that track. Now we want to do the other track. You should be able to come this way like this. So that's good. And for this track, you should be able to do the same thing for this. Awesome. So that's a good connection. And in fact, is that the same connection over there? That looks different. Why does that look different? Oh, I guess it doesn't look, well, it does look a bit different. Let's see, you're connecting to that. So you're going, oh, you know what? It's because it's going the other way. So never mind. It doesn't look that different. It's just a little weird. Okay. So what we're going to do here is these rails. How many rails do we have first, real quick, before we go crazy? Okay, these rails are going to go up, up, up here because we want to get that stone as well. So these rails are going to go up, and then what they're going to do is they're going to do a circle, just like a U-turn kind of. So they'll come up right here, then they'll go around. And we want to go to about 2, 3, 1 here. And we'll do the same thing. there a tree in the way? Let me chop that. There we go. Kind of goofed that up. Trying to figure out how to connect these up. Can you go? Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Okay, so there's our little U-turn, and then the train's back on its way. Simple as that. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any grenades, so we're gonna have to manually chop down these trees here that are in the way, but it's okay. It's not too big of a hassle. And we have a connection. Now, it's good to have... Well, it's okay. It's good to have loops like this every once in a while, because this is where a train can turn around. If all you've got is straightaways like this, the train can never turn around and go the other way. So it's good to have areas where the train can be like, oh, we need to go over there. So yeah, that's good for that. Okay, we only have 8 of these. That's no big deal. Okay, whatever. What we're going to do here is we're going to cut off like I did earlier. And this right here is going to be the station. And then it's going to come back on, just like that. Right there, that's our station. Did we grab any stations? No. Did we not? Why didn't we grab any stations? Okay, it's okay. It is okay. Can we make any? We can make 1 station. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll get to, we'll get to setting up the actual station, the actual place. So 1, 2, this is not a big enough station. We need one for longer. I like to have carts of 3, of length 3. You can choose the length of your train cars. Come on. There we go. And I like to have length 3 because I find it to be pretty well done. The longest you can have is 4. So let's have our train station be right here. We'll call this iron pickup. So iron pickup, just like that. Apply the change. There we go. That's our iron pickup. Let's say all of our pickup stations are going to be red. So a red station is a pickup station from now on. So iron pickup, let's put a locomotive on that baby. There we go. And let's put some train cars on it. 1, 2, 3. We could do 4. Let's do 4. Why not? Typically I do ones of 3, but you could do 4 as well. And you can actually do longer if you wanted to. But 4 I think is going to be a-okay. So let's get some of these babies going. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the amount that we have available to us. And then we'll just kind of bring these over like this. Now, I think what we'll do, what you can do right now is, here, let's throw a little bit of stuff in here. Throw some, can I not? Okay, there we go, fuel. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up an actual station here where it's going to have like a crazy amount of inserters and stuff, and it's going to look awesome and amazing. And so we'll definitely do that, but not yet, because it's going to take a little while and we're out of time. But what we're going to do, just so that we can end the episode off in style, is we're going to do some automated... Actually, no, we can't. Well, okay, we'll just drive. Let's just drive. I was going to do an automated back to base, but we don't actually have a base station, so it's okay. We'll just drive a little bit, and I believe if we turn this way, we'll go the right way, right? Nope, we went the wrong way. Oh well. Skirt! That's how you stop a train fast. All right, well, if you liked that episode, hit that like button, put your comments down below, and your suggestions as well. What do you think we should do with this station here? It's going to be an iron station, but it's going to require a lot of work so that we can get it to be efficient and working really well. So we'll do that next episode, don't worry. I'll see you guys in episode 15.